So we're feeding Drew the dogs. This is the Caesar food. Hold on. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. Drew, food. Well, we may get some ice tomorrow here. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. We've got a guest waiting in the wings. Why, it's Kevin Johnson, Gotham City Comics in Mesa, Arizona. What is going on, Kevin?
How you doing?
Pretty good. It looks like StreamYard has fixed itself. The other day, they wouldn't let me see the comments. It looks like it's back to normal. Oop. All right. So once again, we go to Gotham City Comics in Mesa, Arizona. You had what'd you say? One of your friend's dads came in and wanted to sell his collection to you.
Yeah,
Um,
Lee's cool. Lee's
he
cool.
gets. Oh yeah. Okay. That's from. Look at the bottom. It should say 66. Maybe on the yeah. It says 66 there. Isn't it? Yeah. That's from the. That's from the summer of '66 when the Batman movie came out. That's a real still. That's not a reproduction. So that's pretty cool. To, I have to admit. Is that something you're keeping for your store decorations? Or is that something that's going to be for sale? Do you have any idea?
I think I'll I think I'll keep it for now. It had a $25 sticker on it. Is
Yeah. Well,
that how much
that's
it's worth?
I don't know. Who knows? I mean, that may have gone up in value. That traditionally, I would have thought that's about what it's worth, but decades have passed, and there's a color one that looks real too.
That one has 20.
Yeah, that's real. That's a real little miniature lobby card, and it's got all the villains. Should have Lee Merriweather as as the Catwoman. Julie Newmar was off filming a western.
Just the same size as a magazine.
Yeah, they're those. That's just the color still.
In a bag and take it out of these
That,
old
but the
bags.
Batman movie coming out was a big deal in 1966 because that TV show was huge. Myers says hello. This is multiple boxes of comics. What's the deal?
There's slabs and there's two short boxes.
Oh, only two short boxes. Are the slabs worth breaking out?
Well, this one I gotta keep. I have one that's already broken out. This.
Oh, that's a book you just got the other day,
Yeah,
right? Another collection.
yeah, that one was broken out in 9.4, and this one's a 9.4.
Huh. To me, that comic should be in the dollar bin, but no one asked me.
The Macho Man.
Oh my gosh.
Look at Punchline. She has Batman dead.
Okay.
Look at Batman and Ninja Turtles together.
And he slabbed that. I mean, maybe it's valuable. I don't know. Are these valuable books?
This one's not even worth the slab fee.
What's it called? What is that?
The artist is pretty good, Jay Lee, and he's got,
Oh yeah, yeah. I can tell the art's good. But what's the name of the comic?
I think, Niobe.
Niobe. Okay. Terrible name.
I have one for $15, or I have one for $75.
Okay. I'm sure people love that. I need to be quiet about criticizing. It's me. If it's not Steve Ditko or John Romita, I don't care. So what is this? Some Vampirella imitator? Oh, it's
Dracula.
Draculina. Oh yeah, I have that issue, but that's some alternate cover. Look,
Looks like
look,
a photo.
Missing Mars says hello, kitties. Yeah, yeah, we're kitties here.
There's a
Picture them
Alex
on the
Ross
table.
Spider-Man slab. Your favorite Venom.
Why am I on the wrong Wi-Fi?
Look at this Joker.
Hold on a second. I'm not on. Shit. I'm somewhere else. I'm in the Phantom Zone.
I'll show you when you get out of there.
Oh,
Three
they
more
have Woody
slabs.
Woodpecker on there, huh?
Uh-huh. Super Friends will be on, I think, next.
Why do they want a password for my gosh darn Wi-Fi? Oh man. Well, I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, I'm back. What were you trying to show me?
There's a Joker signed book.
I guess that's a pretty good painting. Myers
Yeah,
here.
he's a good artist. Hey,
Hey, what's
Meyer,
up?
what's up?
How's
Not
it going?
much.
There's White Widow.
Whoa,
Oh my gosh.
What's that? Jamie Tyndall.
Who is
Tyndall.
White Widow?
Nalgas Grande.
Oh, that's Marvel. That's the other black. That's okay. All right.
It's not even Marvel. It's some other company.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well,
Black Widow was already taken.
so someone actually slabbed that comic.
Oh, they slab anything. People slab anything. There's people that slab just dollar books.
Well,
This is signed by Kevin Eastman.
oh,
This all came from that collection you got today?
Yeah, this is the coolest thing so far.
Yeah, I
how
saw
old
those
would you,
right when I turned it on. And I saw
how old
those.
would you
Those are cool.
estimate this gentleman that sold you these was?
He's only a few years older than me.
Oh, he's your friend's dad, so your friend is much younger than you.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm thinking he'd be more like my age.
there's another signed Turtles book. Has what's this? Oh, certification.
Ugh,
She's licking blood.
that's terrible. Oh man, that's not bad. I guess. It's just, but still.
There's another one. He liked it so much he bought two.
That's just nauseating. That's not what Vampirella. That's not her character.
It reminds me. I don't know when that came out, but that reminds me of that trilogy of movies that was popular, like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo or something. Remember in
Uh,
like about 2010?
yeah, that one's
Power
a pretty good cover.
Power Hour. What is this?
What I don't know, but that actually that one and the last one. Could you set those aside so we could look at them later? That one and the one with Marilyn Monroe. Could you just, unless you keep them in a certain order, probably.
I haven't even looked at these.
I
This
just
is
want to see
the
what that is.
with Black Ops
You tell me,
publishing.
man. I don't know. I mean, it might be. It's probably just a cover, but I just. Oh my gosh.
That Deja Thoris kind of maybe.
Looks like her, huh?
Yeah.
Or yeah, our Kanye West date.
Darkland. Okay.
You just wonder about that comic Draculina didn't seem too bad at the beginning. It's just weird that people have all these Vampirellas, but they don't have any Warren Vampirellas.
No.
Maybe they don't even know that Warren. They don't even know that it was something in the past. Well, this morning Kevin sent me a link to a Fantastic Four teaser trailer. I wasn't really able to hear the sound very well, but I watched it. It looks like the Watcher is now got looks like Gandalf with long white hair instead of bald. Set in the '60s or an imaginary AI looking '60s. It's got Herbie the robot. The thing wears the full clothing suit. Um, it actually didn't look too bad. I guess they created it for the Super Bowl. Have you seen it, Meyer?
No, I've just seen stills from it. I haven't actually seen the trailer.
Oh, it's Savage Sword. Okay, or is that a was that a comic book size Savage Sword?
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's a magazine.
Oh, it is a
Oh,
magazine?
oh, is that a Marvel one?
Yeah.
Okay, it must be one
209.
of the later ones.
Yeah, 209.
Yeah.
But the cover's from 1992.
Well, that might have been when it came out. Okay, so right now, oh, is that the real thing? That's important, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think so. It's an expensive book. It's
Yeah,
marked
yeah.
down.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a maybe that one book. I don't know what you paid for the collection, but that one book could pay for. Oh, okay.
This too. This is something.
I recognize that. What's the artist on that?
Adam Hughes.
That's what I was thinking. I didn't want to say it.
It's
Oh,
one
and
of
you
his
got
best
that one that
books.
everyone loves down there, the
Yeah.
Spider-Man 300, huh?
It's a little bit like Anna, that Star Wars girl, to me.
This is the one where I realized you could scramble these letters to make it say Mighty Taco.
Oh, this is what you were
Oh, yeah.
looking at when you discovered the Mighty Taco anagram.
You must have been pretty bored that day.
Just staring at her assets.
Damn, man.
Oh, there you go. That's
That's
another
so exciting. Yeah, but
$5 book.
I shouldn't make fun of it. People love that.
Now look at these are the rest of the books.
Oh
Mostly
man. Well,
top loaders.
Huh.
but
Look
these you haven't gone through yet. Is that correct? So we
Yeah.
could
I
find some
looked
cool
at
stuff.
I briefly looked at them. That's all. I
Okay.
don't even know what this stuff is. Like this, I don't know what this is.
Let me see. I don't either, honestly.
Signed. Oh, there we go. All signatures guaranteed to be original and true. And here's a graphic novel. I can put this out on the rack.
What is it?
Okay,
It's a
Spider Verse.
Spider Verse graphic novel. Look at
Oh,
this. I remember seeing this. Look how cool this looks.
Oh, it's Alex Ross.
oh,
I don't
that
think
does
it
look good.
is. It could be, but I don't. It's a little different than his normal.
Why does Reed Richards have to have a mustache now? What is the deal with
So
all?
that Reed Richards looks like, what's that actor's name that played Jesus in The Greatest Story Ever
Oh,
Told?
you mean Pike from Star Trek?
Yeah, yeah, that's what that looks like. What's his
Yeah,
name?
it does actually. That's pretty good. Is that like some high dollar book?
It's like a store exclusive, probably.
Oh, well, then I probably can't afford
This
it.
wasn't
I'm so
offered to me. So yeah, it's Big Time Collectibles did their own cover.
okay.
Jeffrey
Well, let's
Hunter.
see.
His name was Jeff Hunter.
Jeffrey Hunter, right? Yeah, I would have thought of
I
that.
don't think it is Alex Ross because this is Alex Ross right
No,
here.
that didn't look like Alex. Yeah, but damn, that's pretty good. Of course, it's good. It's Alex Ross, but can we see that
That
again?
looks good. Jeffrey Hunter
When
as
Alex
Woody.
Ross paints Mr. Fantastic, he's painting Teenage Frankenstein. He's painting the guy from Land of the Giants. That's who he's painting. Because
Yes.
that whole graphic novel that Alex Ross wrote, and he made it look like he made
Gary,
him
is his name Gary Conway?
Gary Conway, and then the girl was that Deanna Lund that was in Land of the Giants. He made
Yep,
the Invisible
it
Girl
does.
look like her. So
You're
basically,
right.
he made it like it was cast by Irwin Allen, which is a great idea.
It is. Great idea.
One without trade dress and one with. Looks better with it.
Of course, it does.
Same with this
Yeah,
one. Look,
yeah. Well,
The,
if yeah, the hell
Gold,
is
the Gold Goblin.
I don't know what that is. I wish it was the actual Spider-Man comic from the '60s.
Three Jokers. That
this is
might be
just a
his.
promotional poster.
Yeah.
Oh, this is made out of metal. This is a metal comic book. It's unofficial, I'm guessing. See, there's no Batman logo on his chest.
Oh, it's a bootleg.
Not bootleg, they just use.
Oh, they okay. I don't know what's going on.
Not trying to be a bat. Well, I guess it is trying to be a Batman comic, but no, it's not. It's a metal cover. It's that White Widow thing.
Oh, whatever that is.
I don't know why you want a metal cover.
I don't. But somebody does.
They made a glass cover once. You know that?
No, I'll tell you what beats all of it. This friend of mine, he was on the show a couple of times. He was a book collector and pulp collector. Well, I guess he still is. Why am I talking in past tense? Uh, he got this first edition of Fahrenheit 451, and I said, "Why do you want that?" And of course, everyone would want a first edition. It's great. Everyone loves Ray Bradbury and that novel, but the first edition, guess what they made the cover out of?
What?
I don't know.
I mean, what do you use to
Asbestos.
keep
Asbestos.
it was an asbestos book cover, book jacket, because back then they didn't know that was dangerous. I remember Human Torch had an asbestos suit, and
So it was a marketing gimmick. They made it purposefully out of asbestos.
I guess they used to sell cardboard boxes of asbestos to sprinkle on your Christmas tree so it looks like you have snow on the tree. So when you buy a lot of these 50s Christmas ornaments at the antique store, they may have traces of asbestos on them from when some, they didn't know any better. Or maybe they did and they just wanted to weed out the population. You know how
Do
the
you
deep
remember?
state
I
is.
think it was only for a year or two, but for a while in the early '70s, we had these flame retardant pajamas. You remember that? They were asbestos pajamas. It
They
was in the
did. I
it
didn't
was
know
in the
that.
cotton. It was that was a selling point of the pajamas. Was like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
flame retardant.
Yeah. It's something they used to say, flame retarded. And that would
Yeah.
always just, there was a lot of
Flame retardant.
innocence back then in the '70s, like all the big signs in the supermarket windows that said homo milk. For homogenized, they don't make a big deal out of milk being homogenized anymore, but that was too, they just wrote homo milk, and oh well, let's not get too juvenile. How dare you?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they talked about how they didn't have representation. right there. Right there was they were being represented right
Oh
there at
man.
the corner store.
Oh man. Well, so far I've seen two or three things that actually caught my eye, but usually it was just because of prurient interest.
I don't even know what this is supposed to be.
Someone with smoke coming up. I don't know. Is it Lobo? I don't know what that is. Some hippie. Vanish, Virgin variant. Imp says, "Let Christ be praised." Absolutely, Imp. How you doing?
100%.
I saw a bunch of Imp has been posting a lot of Warren magazines in some group. I don't know some Facebook group. I noticed. Oh, that's Imp posting all that.
Buyer's gonna like this next one.
Really?
Only a couple
Holy
minutes.
crap!
Is that Bubbles autograph?
It looks like it, unless it's one of the artists. But that
I
Justin
think it.
says Felipe Massafera did that FF cover. And my wife
yeah,
says, "Hello,
I'd be interested
fellas."
in that. If you're going to sell that and whatever you find out about it, I might be interested.
Are those real autographs by the guys, or is it the
I don't
artist?
know. I'm not sure. Might
That's
be
a
It
the
pretty
doesn't
good
artist.
say.
show. I don't know what.
It doesn't say who signed it, but just says their signatures are real.
Maybe that's their signatures. That'd be awesome if that was the Trailer Park Boys' signatures. Bubbles and Julian.
Doesn't look like that says Bubbles.
No, it doesn't. And they don't
Unless
look
it's a
like the
real
signature
hit.
of these guys that probably sign a bunch,
It's
right? Those don't
probably
look.
the artist.
Yeah, I think it's probably the artist and the writer or something. But
What does it
it's
say?
Maybe
looking
it's
cool.
Play
signed by the
play
heads.
lock.
I like the cover. Everybody looks cool. It looks good.
Signed.
This is his autograph collection here a lot, right? It is interesting how this aspect of the hobby, what we're looking at is essentially like pinups, and it doesn't really matter what's inside the comic. That wasn't the direction of purchase. So it's interesting how the medium has, you know, shot off in different directions for different reasons. So you
Well,
can be
this
a
is
collector of comics and say that you love comic books, but have no interest in reading the comics that we love. Have
Why
no
yeah.
not
instead
just?
you love the art on these covers, and you
These
and
people that buy these and don't read. If it wasn't for them, comics would be gone a long time ago. This is
there you
keeping
go.
the whole industry propped up.
Interesting. So
Yeah,
this
these
is a
guys,
saving. This
these
is a
companies
saving
that put
grace.
these out, they spend millions of dollars with the publishers a year. They spend way more than a store like mine.
So without this, like the, it's rare. It's really interesting how so they choose to write the too big choose to write these stories that are contrary to what the readers and collectors really want. But this this aspect of the hobby will not super pro. Super Pro is an incredible
Well,
book.
why doesn't some budding young Hugh Hefner type? Oh, okay. We got more.
Yeah, I'd be interested in that Super Pro too. This is all good stuff coming up.
You like these super pros?
Yeah, I actually do. I think that they're funny because they're kitschy. I don't have them. I remember seeing them though in dollar bins, and I
I
This
just
is
might.
my this is my weekend to stop. This next weekend is Super Bowl, right?
yeah, it
Yeah,
is. It's
this
coming.
upcoming weekend. Yeah,
So if you want them, they're yours. Yeah.
I think I'd like that Marvel team up if it's not too pricey. I don't think I have that. In fact, I'm sure Nightmare in New Mexico.
Yeah, I
No
actually think
kidding.
I have that one. I've got that.
360. What's 360?
I don't know, but it makes me think it's something key. I don't know, something
Yeah.
about that cover.
Well, it's probably something with Carnage, like Cletus
Yeah,
Cassidy or something.
yeah. First appearance of the toaster.
hard to see that. Okay, look at this. He's popping out of a cake.
That's pretty good. Except someone forgot to put the title on the comic.
Super V.
Uh,
What the?
why
This
doesn't
guy
someone
Jake.
just?
This was the guy that owned the Comic Con out here.
Oh,
We haven't even gone through a box yet.
Wait. Wait.
Stack's getting pretty big. Let me make another pile. What's wrong with her face?
yeah. There's a little bit of yeah.
Oh,
It's
my
not good.
There's a lot of things wrong with her face. Uh,
Imp says, "Does Mister Gotham have a minty copy of Howard the Duck #1? I need that book.
We all need that book.
I bought a copy of that from the I Love Comics auction about I don't know a year and a half ago. I know I never had it because when I was in fifth grade, it never showed up on the spinner rack.
yeah. Same with me. I have a reprint of it.
It wasn't in low. It wasn't low distribution. It was just all the comic dealers
They're
went
mail
in.
ordering them, right? They're selling them on mail order.
Well, no, they came into the distributors before they were sent out to the spinner racks and bought up just about all of them so they could sell them in their at their tables or their new comic stores. The
It
same thing
really was.
happened to the
It was at a point where first issues suddenly were thought to be an investment.
Oh, they were speculating, yeah.
Yeah, they were
they
the
did that
beginning of
with when
speculation.
Kirby yeah when Kirby came to DC, those same young people would come in and get all the books, and then DC said, "Well, your books haven't been selling because they never got to the stands because they went out the back door, and that's why they cancel a lot of Kirby's books. They were popular, they just weren't selling in the correct way for DC to have the accounting that they were selling." Oh, that's
Yeah,
that
the
artist
thing
that
about Howard the Duck #1 is I remember that it was like it was a book that had immediate markup, even though it didn't have it wasn't old. So it had this markup to $10, right? Like, just a couple years later after it came out. But then it really never increased in value significantly. For like 20 or 30 years, you could buy that book for 10,
yeah.
15, $20 if
I
you could
think it
find
went
it.
up to 30, but
Maybe
maybe
it did
maybe
work.
10 seemed like 30 to me.
This is hand drawn.
Oh,
Oh,
that's cool. I like that.
and the book
That's
yeah, well
cool.
the book finally Howard the Duck got killed by George Lucas's movie in the summer of 85 or 86.
What
Last
book do you think
Frontier
this is?
Comics says hi everyone.
That's
This
crazy.
is the only issue of Howard I've originally bought. Yeah, I think it wasn't until issue 3 that I found it at the newsstand.
That's right when I
Oh, it's
jumped on.
gun. Hey, it's Gun Honey, your favorite.
Oh, it's is
Is that a
what is
metal
that? A
cover?
metal cover?
It's a mirror.
Yeah, I might be interested in that. I don't unless that's ridiculous though. No,
Can't touch.
that's
You
going to
gotta
be
wear
super
gloves. You have to
expensive.
wear cloth gloves.
Oh man, who wants that trouble?
It's not bad.
Oh
Not
my
bad.
gosh.
We're almost done with the first box. It's a lot of books. Huh? Wonder what book this is.
I don't know. It's
Is,
cool. I mean,
is that
there's a
that?
lot of books, and a lot of the stuff you've been going through is stuff that I would imagine has resale value. I mean, it looks cool to me. So somebody who's into this stuff probably loves this.
Yeah.
It's um, it's a dynamite book. Doesn't say what it is. It says a dynamite though.
Like Little Red Riding Hood.
It's something called Siren's Gate.
Ugh.
Cool thing about it is the art on the cover is the same on the inside.
Oh, same artist that did the cover. Okay,
Yeah,
that's unusual.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh,
Kind of
that's
cool.
not too bad. I'm sure it's terrible inside, but
Yeah, it's got a real. It's influenced by John Romita. It looks nice. I like it. I
yeah,
like.
like that issue 100.
Here's a John Carpenter written Joker book.
Hmm. Was it Toddy Walnuts giving that book away?
It was a
And
different cover that he gave away for. We were part of the thing if they liked and
right,
subscribed to it.
Imp says, "Who's got a copy of the Russ Heath retrospective Flesh and Steel?" I do. I didn't know there was a Russ Heath retrospective. Sounds good.
There's a hand drawn one. I gotta cover it. It's just art, but it's
Okay. Is
called Zombie Tramp.
oh that's a book that comic collector geek loves. The guy in Canada.
Yeah, I know somebody that loves it too.
It,
Oh, maybe the stories are good inside.
I heard it
uh,
is. I heard it's good. Like surprisingly, that's Dan
yeah,
Mendoza.
it would be surprising, wouldn't it?
Mhm.
It's just-
Like you think it would be real stupid, but I heard it was actually had a good story.
well, then it's possible. You would think it's pretty. Yeah. Um,
Oh, is that the punchline?
Yeah. Oh, this is a cool one. Robert Kirkman, before he did Walking Dead, was doing this.
Right.
oh, really?
I never read those. I just remember when it was popular.
I never read
Yeah.
him either.
They even made action figures based on this and everything.
I remember.
I always just I don't know why I always thought it was disrespectful. What am I? That's just
It's not like I don't think it's part of the real. Is it the real continuity? No,
no, I don't
maybe
think so. But
Arthur Sweenham.
Arthur Steidham or something like that. He did most of the covers for this.
Yeah, he's been around a long time. He did a lot of work in the 70s and 80s in like heavy metal or epic or all over the
Okay,
place.
this next one looks like
See
the
him.
actual actress Margot Robbie or whatever.
Yeah, it does.
yeah.
She's on a cop car.
Oh, that's that terrible movie. God, that was terrible.
I
Oh,
didn't see
that's why this is a foreign comic. This is put out by Panini in like Italy. Look at all these things on
Oh,
the prices here.
Oh, yeah.
see you later, Emsh.
Yeah, see ya. Let's go in and play
Yeah,
chess.
these Italian
Oh,
books, they're allowed to do different things. Like I don't think they're allowed to put Margot Robbie on the DC books.
Hmm.
They did different things. You might, yeah, because Panini, it's a card company, but they do comics for both. I think Marvel and DC.
Huh.
Got one other box.
Okay.
Uh-oh. What's going on here?
Pam Grier as Vampirella.
Uh-oh.
What's up with this?
Naughty and Nice, it says. Oh, this is Nathan Zerdy. He's a good artist.
Okay. Kind of patriotic.
Uh-oh. Next one I can't show.
Okay. Then move on.
Fine.
What's wrong with this man? This
Next one I
collection.
can't show.
Okay. It looks like you're getting into that. What is that? Xenoscope?
Naughty and Nice. That's not Xenoscope. But, oh, look at this Cobra Commander's cool.
Yeah.
Here's a crazy Harley Quinn.
John Goris says, anyone ever see that zombie movie from the 70s, Sugar Hill? It was cute. I've seen the trailer for it. I don't think I've ever seen the movie, but I think I should see it.
Yeah.
Here's another one of those Naughty and Nices, but we can show this one.
I don't think I've seen the whole movie.
What's the deal with the green tape on some of them?
So the comic doesn't slide out if you hold it upside down.
Oh, it's a top loader thing. Okay.
These are top loaders.
Hmm.
Ooh, someone's trying to come in here. Why,
And
it's
another
Bro
Naughty and
Daddy.
Nice. We got two
Bro
cops
Daddy.
here.
You're
Gary's on the
out
road. What's
somewhere.
happening, buddy?
Yeah, I'm actually heading into one of my local comic book stores. I was hoping maybe you guys would be live and I could take you guys in with me. But
Oh, sure. Yeah.
so
Here's
yeah,
another patriotic one.
Let us know when you go in.
yeah, I'm in right now. I'm going in right now. So this is
Okay, let's take a pause from the comics. Let's see what his local store is like.
What's it called?
it's a fairly big store.
What's
It's
it
a it's
called?
a it's a fairly big store.
What's the name of the store?
I want more comics and games.
Oh,
So yeah, it's a pretty good store. Pretty good store. Some good people here. How's it going? Yeah, just
are you on a skateboard?
yeah, I'm on a skateboard. Where are your
So the
bags and boards?
Bags and boards are gonna be right around the corner over here.
Oh, okay. Thank you very kindly. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just need to get some bags and boards just to take care of some of my comics. But the comic book store that was close to me was closed. So wow, bags and boards are so freaking expensive.
How much are they there? 15 for the
Um,
boards and 7 for the bags.
$17.99 for the boards, and then 100 bags is let's see, between $7 and $8.
Okay.
A
The
little
bags are
pricey.
okay, but the boards are maybe $3 high.
Yeah, the boards are a little much. I'm trying to figure out why the 17.99. That just seems like an awful lot.
are the what type of bags are they? Golden Age, Silver Age?
I'm looking at modern for 6.99.
ECW or some other company.
They've got Silver Age for 7.99, and between 7.99 and 8.99. Golden is 8.99. Magazine size is 8.99.
Do you like the comics to fit tightly, or do you like some breathing room? Like, seems like you could put modern into Silver Age bags.
Yeah, that's true. You could.
That's how I prefer to do it. But
Yeah.
Are you getting BCW or something?
What's that?
BCW.
I don't know what BCW is. What is that?
It's a comic supply company.
Oh, well, this is just called. This is
Does it have a
just
chest?
called. I want more comics and games.
No, it's BCW is the name of a major manufacturer of comic
Bags
boxes
and
and
boards.
shit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I think
Okay.
their boxes are shitty the way they're designed, but that's
Oh,
just
the
me.
BCW ones.
Yeah, but they're a big company. No one cares what I think.
Oh, that's kind of. This is kind of cool. It looks like a. Check this out. It's kind of a treasury size edition of this. Hold on a second.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know they'd done that.
Yeah, that's kind of an
Oh, did you
interesting
see that?
facsimile. That's that's kind of cool.
I
Yeah,
like that. That
this is
book.
a cool this is a cool little comic store.
Does
They've
it have
got
older comics?
yeah, they've got back issues as
Oh, that's
well.
cool.
It's more of
Oh, look at
the
all those pops.
pops. They got Funko Pops like crazy.
Ugh.
Funko Pops here are just unbelievable.
They
Wow.
just bury those in the back.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that's looks like
Here's
they're all
here's all their
stacked.
back issues, all their back issue stuff. They've got
Nice. Wow. Okay. That's nice.
they got tons of
Yeah,
crazy
huge
books.
selection.
if I had those, nobody would pull the drawers out. They would just people don't like to pull the drawers out like that.
I don't. It's a pain in the neck because they don't go in very easily, and you're afraid you're gonna damage something or piss off. Yeah,
The whole
it's not.
box falls on the floor when you pull it out too far.
Sometimes pulling them out might be difficult.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah,
just
they've
want to
got
start in the bottom. I would just start in the bottom row. Like just go what see if I find anything I want that's on the ones that are on the bottom.
But nobody ever goes to the bottom.
yeah, unbelievable. And then they've got a ton of graphic novels and
Holy crap, that's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, look at
Do
they
they
got
have
all
old magazines?
they got a ton of them. Um,
Magazines?
magazines. I'm not sure if they've got magazines. I think they might. Let me check over here. Seems to me they did not as many comics as they do magazines. But,
Yeah, I
let's see.
always check for famous monsters and Mad.
Yeah, here's Golden Age magazine.
see there's the
Yeah, they've got.
BCW. See the BCW logo.
Yeah, those are BCW boxes you're looking at,
Yeah, on
Are
the
they?
side of the box here, yeah.
which means they're
Uh,
probably substandard.
BCW. Yeah, I see that.
Like if you search on Amazon for bags and boards, that's the number one hits are going to be this brand right here usually.
Really?
Yeah, this brand kind of has a large monopoly or something. They're everywhere.
But look how flimsy they are and torn. Oh, they got old Eries.
There's some nice stuff.
Yeah, they do have some old Eries.
What's the earliest number they have?
Let me look here. Well, this one is 103, and let's see if it goes any further back. 127. They don't have very many here, but let's see what else we got over here. I imagine Famous Monsters is probably down another shelf here. Dang, these are hard to close.
That's why people don't want to open them. That's exactly it.
Let's see here.
It's almost impossible to get to the books at the back of the box, right?
It's impossible unless you take the drawer out. You have to take the whole drawer out.
Yeah, if you take the whole drawer out, I'm sure you could. But like, I'm sure that. Let's see. Famous Monsters is probably back here. Freedom. Funny World. I don't see any famous monsters. Oh
Look
wait,
at this.
here we go.
I found a Tijuana Bible.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. How are they priced?
This one's $50.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what
The
the hell is
Flintstones.
that?
That's
Flintstone.
Wilma
Is it,
and
uh,
Betty. Yeah,
but is it the DC book?
it looks good.
No, DC's not allowed to do that.
That looks
What is
good.
that book? I might be interested in that Flintstones.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's a Tijuana Bible.
A
Why? I
Flintstones
mean,
to you on a Bible?
well, it'd be
That's
interesting to
That's
know what
crazy.
exactly it is.
sounds great.
Because they don't seem
They
to
only
put the
made they
names.
only made 50 of these, and this is number 23.
Wow,
Oh
that's
boy, then it's probably not affordable. But I've seen that picture recently somewhere. Someone posted that.
Yeah.
How do you find out what it is? You have to open it, I guess.
Uh-huh.
There's some.
I know who the artist is.
Harold Head. I recognize the Harold Head font on the right there. Collected works of Harold Head.
Yeah,
They
that
used packing
Rudolph.
tape on the back of the bag here.
They what?
Used like that packing tape to tape the bag. When you go to,
On the ones where Gary's at, or on the ones
no,
you've got?
no, here.
Oh, okay.
This is naughty and nice. Naughty and nice.
Okay, so it's not authorized Flintstones.
There's no Flintstones inside.
Oh, okay.
Oh
It's the trick
man.
cover. It's a
There's
yeah.
somebody that looks like Savage Rogue. Look,
Well, it okay. Just seems like that's fine. That's cool that they didn't do it the right way.
there's Savage Rogue in there.
I like
Uh,
that cover right there. The girl in the bikini. That's good.
it's a
Nice.
little
Kind of
out of
looks like
proportion.
Carolyn. Um, what's her name? The Levitt. Carolyn Levitt. It looks like her.
Do you know that uh, the liberals are freaking out about her, and they're saying, "What's wrong with her upper lip?" The women on the View were all they. I mean, they say her lip is weird. You know, it's like,
They're so
you know,
jealous.
they don't.
They have no clue.
Everyone has, you have to be sensitive and not body shame people unless it's one of Trump's people, and then you can.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
the
That's
other thing, she just had a baby. You know, she's married, but they say she's married to someone who's 60 years old. Who's our age. She's like 27, 28. I mean, she's just, I mean, 33 years, that is a pretty big gap, but you know, she's happy, you know, it's, but they're clutching their pearls about that. That's just horrifying.
All that matters is that she's happy.
Yeah, but they don't like her, and it's funny as hell.
That's too bad.
Here's a
Everything.
great Alex Ross cover.
Oh, let's
Oh,
take
it's
a look.
signed. Wow, it's signed by Alex Ross too.
Ooh,
whoa.
that's
Whoa, you're
pretty
kidding.
good.
That's nice.
That's good. I know I can't afford that.
Was that something you just acquired?
Uh huh.
Yeah, we're
Nice.
going through a collection he just bought.
Oh, cool. That Alex
Uh,
Ross one probably would be worth quite a bit of money.
yeah,
That's cool.
I would guess you'd get a couple $100 from that.
Hey,
What do you think?
here's
That's nice.
another hand drawn zombie tramp cover. Hand drawn.
Well,
Oh, that's cool.
my goodness, you're gonna get me in trouble, man.
Oh, there's no nudity on there.
Oh
Yes,
my
there
goodness.
is. Are you blind?
That
I
one
can see
reminds
your
me of that
tissue.
It reminds me of that picture that of the atom that I sent you guys, where the atom clearly looks like he's jumping out of a horse's butt. Remember
I,
that picture I sent you?
yes, I saw that. You
I
got to
read it
send us
last
the.
night. I'm reading an Atom comic from like 1965, and it's drawn by Gil Kane. And there's no way Gil Kane didn't do that on purpose. It
Yeah,
clearly looks like he's jumping out of the horse's ass.
Every kid that read that in
yeah,
1965
funny.
thought, "What? You got to send us what the cover looks like so we can find our own copy of that."
It's
That's
that one I
hilarious.
showed last time. It's the one with him fighting the cat on the cover.
Oh, okay.
Look at this. Horrible. That's Is that Laura Loomer as Catwoman? What's going
Look
on?
at that. Look at the handle on that thing. Isn't the handle supposed to be bigger than that?
don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't. I don't think that is a
What is that?
handle.
Yeah, what is a
It's
kubitai?
like a
One of
whip.
those
It's like a little
self,
mini whip.
yeah, it's like a self-defense key ring that they sell at the back of.
Yeah, I don't know. That looks.
Mick Jagger just had another kid.
Oh, look at this. Must be another gun honey, maybe.
Yeah, until you just said that, I had no idea that Carolyn Levitt's husband was 60 years old. Now
I didn't know
I'm
that
ready to
until the
start
liberals
working out.
started
I'm gonna
complaining
start,
about it.
I'm gonna quit everything and start getting a home tanning system going. Whatever I can do.
Well, he's also like a old multi-millionaire, if not a billionaire. So that might have something to do with
Exactly.
it.
But you're
But
telling me that there's a chance.
Yeah, that makes it. It gives us all of us old guys a chance.
Look at this rainbow hollow foil.
oh my
There's hope for
gosh,
all of us old guys.
There's Last Ronin issue 1. That's a good book.
Yeah, I haven't read that. I just know that that Last Ronin is popular. I see it
It's
everywhere.
good. It's really good. It's like Dark Knight Returns for turtles.
Dark Knight Returns for Turtle. Oh, that's funny.
do they still talk about pizza in that book?
No, it's way darker than that.
Is there a name for these covers for this
These are
particular style? What do they call it when it's a full moon shot like that?
I
They
don't
should have
know,
a
man.
name for that cover. That because I've seen a lot of them here, and there should be a name. You know how there's a headlight cover? What would that
These are
be?
booty cover. It's a booty cover.
We call it a booty. That's
Look at
booty.
this one's good. This is Adam Hughes cover.
That is
That
really
was
good,
nice.
actually.
Yeah, it's
I've
good.
This
seen
is
that
probably
one.
this one. You know it's expensive just by looking at it.
Yeah, yeah. But does Adam Hughes do the interiors? I doubt it, right?
No, one of these guys.
So I don't know if what I'm going to say is true or not, but I remember the beginning of what we're looking at in my mind frame was this book called Gen 13. And there was this artist that drew that book, Gen 13. And all the kids at the comic shop that my buddy Dave owned, we used to hang out there. And these kids were just dying for this comic just because it had this really hot girl on the cover. And
Yeah, J. Scott Campbell did Gen 13.
yeah.
Yeah, I've got a few of those. I remember going through that Gen 13
It's,
phase.
So
it's
that was
Power
kind of
Hour.
the beginning of the TNA, this kind of TNA thing that's going
Was
on.
that before Lady Death
Yeah,
and Purgatory?
yeah, kind of the same thing.
Or maybe,
Same
yeah. It was
time
all
period.
1990s.
Yeah, same time period, a little later, a little after Lady Death.
It's a scary cover.
Probably pretty
Yeah.
close to the same time period. During the late 80s, early 90s, they had a lot of bad girl, hottie kind of comics. Gen
Yeah, you're right.
13, Ghost,
Hmm.
Yeah, Ghost, right?
Catwoman was making a comeback. That new
Catwoman
Catwoman.
was, yeah, Catwoman was for sure.
And Silver Sable.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Silver Sable.
There's a Terry
there's
Dodson
all
cover.
those.
This is the good cover.
Yeah, that's nice. Looks
I
like that.
sold one of these recently for
You
like
have
$35 or
extra
$40.
spinner racks that you would sell.
Oh, this next one's good. This one's
No, darn. I
oh look
want to
at
get a spinner rack to display my comics.
That's a nice book.
Thank you.
yeah, look
That's
at
a
Hey
nice
guys,
this.
I'm gonna leave the comic store now.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
I'm gonna log out because I want to drive and I want to drive
Okay.
safely. So I'll probably
Okay.
come back later.
All right. Yeah, it's cool.
Good.
All right.
Hang on one second,
Take
guys.
care.
Oh, gotcha, man. Ice bags.
Yeah, some of these are probably just so those ones I told you I'd bring back.
All different kinds of magazines.
Um, some of them so. Well, These flavors.
What are you hoping to get out of these?
With these, it's 40.
40 for everything? For these,
What's that?
40 for everything?
Yeah. Okay. 25.
25 for everything?
Yeah.
It's kind of pretty rough anyway. I'll have Jerry, I just been buying them.
Oh, okay.
All right. I had to brush my teeth. Sorry. What are people talking about here? Last Frontier, they can't sell the comics for the interiors, so they need TNA covers. All the power to them. Yeah. Well, there's I think that Detective Comics that you're getting John Gores to do the cover for, I think that's coming out in a few days.
I just bought another collection.
You just did while I was brushing my teeth?
Yeah.
What?
You gave everything in the register for it.
Oh no. John says curious as to the demographics of Kevin's customers, mostly older question mark.
Everybody.
Yeah, I hear different. Okay. We're still looking at the other collection, right?
There's
Yeah.
another punchline.
United we stand.
Oh, it's a 9/11 comic?
No, that's the wall. We're gonna build this wall.
Oh, that'd be great if that's what that is. Is that the wall?
That's the wall. Yeah. It's a book called
That's great.
Undiscovered Country, I think. I
That's
think it's
cool.
this book. It's probably a bad book.
We should do a zine. You know how we're talking about doing zines and stuff? We should do a zine that's a parody of that USAID book for Honduras or whatever, or where, or Costa Rica. That's like a trans comic book for the Costa Ricans or something like that. We could do our own, and it would be, it would be funny.
Yeah, I heard
And
that we spent millions of dollars financing some comic books.
yeah, the one that they spent $27 million financing, we could make it like a little zine.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Remember that propaganda comic that I had here? That was probably funded by us too.
Yeah, probably
Yeah, really.
probably
There's-
Marvel and DC are funded by that same.
Oh, look at a Funko Pop of La Muerta. A La Muerta Funko Pop. Look at this.
Huh.
Is that some
Coffin.
singer?
No, this is the Lady Death guy. This is his other character that he still owns.
Oh, okay.
That's his company, Coffin Comics. I wanted to do a parody of his Coffin Comics and have a guy that he's just coughing all over the book.
Oh,
That could be
Coffin
good.
Comics. Look at this, says Velcro on the back. If somebody wanted to hang on
What
the
was on the
wall.
wall?
That was a wall hanger.
Yep.
Look at this one.
She's making it rain.
see, they made Harley Quinn completely unappealing by making her and uh, Poison Ivy a couple, and they've made Catwoman unappealing by making her an ex-prostitute. So they pretty much trashed. Uh,
Look at
I
this
don't
one.
know. That's just
Look at Joker. He's peeking through the window.
yeah.
She
Like
looks
that.
like, what was her name? Mandy Pepperidge, right? Is that from Animal House? Remember when John Belushi's outside of the window? Is it Mandy? Was it Mandy Pepperidge? Was that her name?
I think it's something like that.
Yeah, I think he ended up marrying her at the end.
Yeah, he
When
became a senator and married
Senator
her.
John Blutarsky. Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
There's
These
the
are
two.
do you
Oh,
fool.
And it's a Winnie the Pooh book.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of the National Lampoon Radio Hour from a couple of years before Saturday Night Live started, and they had a two-part episode around 1974 that was kind of based on the 1964 high school yearbook parody, where it's like a old time detective radio show, but they're trying to find. Oh, I remember the one with a female Venom. Yeah, they're trying to find the mad crapper, basically, that's pooping in everyone's lockers and in their desks and things. And this hard-boiled detective, school cop, is trying to, and they've got a lot of the thing because it's written by the same people that wrote Animal House, and has um, some of the lines that were later in Animal House. You hear them, and some of the names, like there's a Babs in it, and the line that Vernon Wormer used, there's a the principal says, "It's time to put my foot down. It's time for someone to put their foot down. That foot is me." It's right out of a lot of the. So you can see the genesis of Animal House in that two-part episode. It's on Internet Archive.
That's a bad turtle face.
It's what is going on with that turtle face? The
Is
the
that a
mouth is
girl?
in the wrong place. The mouth is too high, right? That's weird.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Almost done.
There's no comics that actually show what happens in the book anymore, right? They don't actually
No.
show the scene from the
Yeah,
book.
that's not really how it works.
No, the covers. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
There's one with the trade dress.
The logo.
I think maybe the title for the zine that I was talking about, the NS, the USA ID zine, it would be Madam's Apple. It'd be the title of it. I think Madam's Apple. Yeah.
Oh, this was signed by Stan Sakai. That's cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Everyone was well, not everyone, but the idiots were speculating on that book because it was supposed to be a Netflix cartoon, but I guess that never happened.
It's not a bad Harley face.
No, it's looks like that's clearly a Betty Page face, though. Someone was looking at a Betty Page photo when they painted it.
Hand grenade heart.
What's this one? Bad Girl.
I don't know, man.
Bad girl. Okay. Look up Olga Corbett from the 1976 Olympics.
That's Kevin Eastman, the turtle guy.
Doing that cover there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
No. Everything that he draws looks bad unless it's a turtle.
And the turtles don't really look like turtles. So, oh well.
Snake eyes.
There's snake eyes in the logo list
Yes.
back to back. That was it.
Oh my gosh. Well,
And then
I
we can
think
see
I
what I
think
just got.
you can make some money with that collection.
Yeah.
Look at this Tarzan price guide.
Ooh,
That's
nice. Shit.
That's very nice.
We
Do you have
Number
that?
5.
Meyer and I will have to fight over that if you're selling it even. We don't know.
That's cool.
That's
And
the
then look at
that
this one.
one.
You guys have this one.
Both of
Yeah,
us
that's
have that. That looks in really nice shape.
It's
yeah. I was
Yeah.
brand
gonna
new.
say, that looks like it wasn't even used. Look at
No,
that.
it's brand new.
Holy moly. That's probably worth quite a
Oh,
bit. That's
this is
probably
a good
$100.
collection you got. You got Betty Page. You have another copy of that? Or no,
Yeah,
that's the same one you
it's
just
gone
said.
up in value.
These are ash
That's
cans.
Nice.
These are small ash cans.
yes, that's the way the magazine was. And I
Yeah, that's
it's
also
that's just it was
collectible.
just a digest size magazine. That's not an ash can. It's just the way the magazine was that size. And I have that one. I don't have that. That's oh, this is a good collection.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Are you
That's
making
them.
piles or you're not doing that yet? That's
I don't
good.
know yet. I had to give everything I had in the register for this.
Okay, that's an excellent one. I have that. I have all the Betty
Hopefully,
Page.
hopefully there's some value in this. The rest of
Yes.
the stuff's pretty crappy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just showed you
Well,
the best first. There's some heavy metal.
okay. Son of heavy metal.
Some of these heavy metals are good. Not all of them. Some of the Mobius ones sell for a little bit.
I have that issue.
Yeah, that must be when Kevin Eastman owned it. He's got his wife on the cover there.
Here's a preview.
Oh,
That's
that's
Jim Steranko. Yeah.
great cover. That's nice. Nice book. Nice
But
magazine.
yeah,
And I got
that magazine's always good. Yeah, I
this
have
is
that issue. That's
Yeah.
Star Logs.
These are cool.
Listed in a Batman 89 fan.
Hmm.
okay.
He bought every magazine that year. Looks like
Yeah, looks like it.
not anything with him on the cover. The Legends of Neil Adams comics.
I have that.
This one's cool. Look at this one.
I have that. Yeah.
An infinity cover. It keeps going and going.
We're looking at this is now a bygone era. I mean, this is probably never coming back. I mean, other than the books that we currently buy that are kind of like this, but this was the stands were full of this stuff. And it was like this is how you got the comic insider news was from all of these different fanzine type of
Yeah. It was pre-internet. Yeah.
Yep, it was nice. That's a good Savage Sword. I have
All
that.
right, last book.
This was a good time.
Oh, that's a great one. I have that. That's really
Yeah,
good.
that's a nice book. Cool,
Notice
Matt.
how they make Adam West's eyes look like they do in the comic. See there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that.
that's it.
That's nice. I'd be interested in that digest that in between the Betty pages. That one's actually from the 50s. Um, and could you look up Amazing Fantasy 15 in that 1975 price guide?
Have I looked it up?
No, could you look it up for us?
Yeah. Let me lock the door.
Oh, you're closed.
I got a huge mess.
Oh no.
Look at this.
Yeah.
I have a feeling a lot of this stuff that he just showed us it's not gonna last long in the shop. There's buyers for all that stuff that we just looked at.
For those Batman magazines.
Well, not
The
the
bet.
Batman magazines, but then also all of those covers that we looked at, the earlier
All
collection.
that. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the Betty Pages, I'd recommend Meyer if you don't have those to get them. They're really good. That's
I
the
have
magazine.
a couple issues, but I don't have that one that the first one he showed with her on the rocket. I don't have that issue.
I think that's Bill Ray that did that. Um, I think.
I think I have 2 or 3 issues total.
Yeah.
I have like the one with her with the cheetah on the cover. I have
Yeah.
like one that has a pink cover, I think. Maybe like a
Uh-huh.
Valentine's cover. I don't know. I'd have to go look. I know that there's one in here. I just saw it today. Sorry about that. Oh, it's the cheetah one. Oh, and no, there's another one too. It is. It's kind of the one where it's where she's in the lingerie sitting on it's a Theekson painted cover. She's sitting on a stool. It's where she respelled the title of it from, she spelled the name correctly. She painted over the incorrect spelling.
Oh, okay.
When they were spelling Betty Betty
Right.
for in the first few issues. This is the last issue of Betty's Pages. It's
You
Betty
see that
Pages.
that magazine was put out by Greg Theakston,
It's
and
very
that
well.
magazine is how
Yeah.
they discovered her. They found her.
Mhm.
The people that put that out, Greg Theakston and Dave
And then he put out
Stevens.
a great magazine, you guys, that's called Tease. Do you remember Tease magazine,
The same
Roger?
guy. Yeah.
That was such a great magazine. So yeah, if you guys that are viewing or watching or listening right now, if you're interested in Betty Page and Greg Theakson, who we were just talking about, he had a great magazine in the '90s called Tease magazine.
And it was a regular sized magazine. Betty Page was smaller, and
Right.
Tease was over all the women of the 50s, not just Betty
Yeah,
Page.
it was pinup art and it was prestige type format. It was really nice. It was really nice magazine.
How much is it in mint?
Well, it's
Like,
40, and then what does that say? 60, and I can't read the last one.
I think it
80
says 80.
in near mint. It was $80.
Oh, well, that was a lot of money in 1975, but it's
Yeah.
always fun. That's part of the fun of the old price guides. But um,
Clear
yeah, is
comic, clear plastic comic bags.
that a Robert Bell ad?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's
How
cool.
much were the
Yeah,
bags back then?
the first one I
$4.
have is
Wow,
1976.
they
That's
didn't see they were expensive back then.
Yeah.
They're only $3 more now.
well,
He was probably making a killing, or they were more difficult to make.
well, there was also the uh, there was um, the energy crisis back then. 19 where ever it was because the plastic's made from petroleum. So
And these early bags were definitely petroleum heavy. Remember how they would smell and how they would turn yellow and get all really soft,
Yeah,
like maybe after a couple of years.
yeah. That price guide's probably pretty expensive. I think those old ones are pretty expensive. So
Last time I looked it up, they were like $8 or something.
what, the price guide or the bags?
Oh, the
Oh,
price guide.
really?
Really, I thought they were worth more. I thought that like that the one with the
Maybe I'm just thinking of the first issue from 1970.
yeah, maybe it's just the first issue or something that's really worth something. That's cool. Look at that. Copyright
Yeah,
1960.
that's the one
There you
I'd be
go.
interested in.
Yep. That's nice. Libby
So it's
Jones.
all Libby Jones. I don't even know if I remember that name, but
I didn't have enough money in the register. I had to give him my Amazon gift card too.
oh no. So it was that's okay. So yeah, that was the time period when Batman came out that everyone was into Betty Page. Was this an older guy?
No, my age.
Okay. Well, how old were you when the Batman movie came out?
What year was it?
81.
89, or he had a lot of Batman Returns. What was that?
Oh, you're
92?
talking about the '89 movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was 10, and
10
I
and
went to San
89.
Francisco. I went to San Francisco that year.
Okay. Well, that all could be original. He could have bought all that stuff when he was a kid, especially the Batman Return. A lot of that was Batman Returns. Um, oh, Imp's just saying, not that anyone cares, but I'm back. Won 2 games, lost one. I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Where
Sweet.
where do you go to play chess? Like a bar? Maybe. Just I don't know. Well, there were a couple of books that looked interesting in that first collection, but I've already forgotten them, so they couldn't have been that interesting. And says I wish, but I bet definitely that Libby Jones I'd be interested in. Did you want that Tarzan one, Meyer, the price guide?
No, not if you need it. I'm
I don't need it, but if it's affordable, I'd like to get it. I just
I could use it to buy collections. No, I'm just joking.
yeah, pay. These are the prices I'll pay. It says it right here in the price guide.
Hey, here's that coin that fell out of that box.
oh. Oh
Oh
wow.
yeah.
The
So
Spider-Man.
and the other side is just the Mego logo, from what I hear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh. Is it
Originally, I wonder
plastic?
what was on the other side of the original '70s
Is it
one.
metal or plastic?
metal.
That's cool.
Hmm,
Yeah, no,
great.
you go right ahead, Ken. I'm really in what do they call it in the wintertime when you want to like kind
Hibernating.
of save? I'm like in like
Oh,
hibernation
hibernating.
mode. I need to save for a few months and get my car completely tuned up and spend some money on some actual normal things instead of like toys
You're
and
like a
comics.
squirrel, and you're squirreling away all your nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm squirreling away for a good 2 or 3 months so that I can be ready for the summer and have my buffer back because I moved in here and spent a bunch of money in the last couple months buying all kinds of new stuff.
Oh yeah, you had to buy furnishings.
Yeah, and so I got to get my nut back. I got to reacquire my nest egg, and so that's what I'm working on is get that couple months going and taking a break on spending on all this stuff.
Have you still have you were thinking of making a road trip across the country for a while back? Are you still thinking of that?
Yeah, I'm still thinking of that. I was just talking to Kevin about it recently. We're,
No.
and thinking about like conventions or whatever, but I got to get the car up and running first and have
Oh,
it
I
Well,
all.
got this.
if you did
I got
that
this
during the
part of the deal
summer,
too.
Whoa.
Look at this thing. How big this is. It's a comic next to it.
Huh.
what is the
Oh,
comic you just showed? Was that Flash Gordon?
shoot, I don't know. Drifter.
No, not Flash Gordon. Um,
This looks cool. This giant McFarlane Spider-Man looks pretty cool.
It's all the original art just scanned in here at the full size.
At the
oh,
original full size.
that's
That's cool.
interesting.
That's pretty neat.
Did that just come in?
It was part of that deal.
The deal that you just made?
The first deal.
Oh, the first deal. Okay. Bone Daddy is back.
Oh, you know what? Check this out. So, I talked to my buddy either yesterday or the day before. My friend that was at the inauguration was in DC the whole weekend and the whole thing and everything. They're still recovering from the inauguration 2 weeks ago. But he was
Oh, yeah.
telling me that so security was over the top. He said security was great in a couple of the different venues that they went into. He said it was clearly private security, and he described these guys, and he's like, these guys look like Delta Force. He's like, there's dudes in civilian clothes. They were all 6 foot, 200 pounds, neck tattoos, giant forearms, tattoos on their hands. These are not, yeah, I was like, dang, he said they look like Delta. It looked like private special ops security, like not the Secret Service.
That's smart because he realized that's all corrupt and all women and so he's gotten real people in. Imp says, I remember buying comics at flea markets in the 80s, and almost every place had I Got You by Split Ends blasting on the speakers, along with the smell of roasting hot dogs. Man, that's not a memory I have. That might be a regional thing. But the flea markets I went to, they didn't have the smell of roasting hot dogs. That would be a nice memory. I don't remember that song by Split Ends. Do you, Meyer?
I didn't really go to flea markets. I don't really have any memories of flea markets.
God, yeah, there were a lot of indoor flea markets in Dallas. Yeah, Split Ends. I've heard of the band, but
My
I
only
can't
memory
place.
of flea markets was the when the Simpsons came on TV, like in what was that, early '90s?
Yeah,
Is all the bootleg Bart
yeah,
Simpson shirts.
Yeah, I think the Split Ends were they were a new wave band, and I think
yeah.
that they had a song that was called "I Got You." And that's what I want. Is that it? I can't go out.
Oh, I do know that song, I think.
A
I
friend of
think
mine,
I've got something if I tend. Is that the Split Ends?
Well, it must be
See,
because he says, I
if I
got you. That must be
tell
the name.
me I'm not lying, something like that.
I'd have to hear the song. Once you hear it, you'll know it. I'll look it up later.
I have a friend
Man,
who had a Split Ends vinyl record, and it was kind of cool because the record itself had laser cut designs on the vinyl itself, and it was kind of cool when you played it. And if you shone a light on it, it would kind of do a light show. Uh,
oh boy.
it was kind of cool.
I really love that era. So I really love the early MTV new wave music era. It brings
Yeah.
Yeah.
back a lot of like memories and recollections for me because it was when I was 15 or 16 years old and I was just starting to work in an actual like adult job away from my family. And I was working as a busboy in a white tablecloth restaurant with these waitresses that were beautiful, that were adults. And I was like the busboy, and we would party with them after hours, like as you do in the restaurant industry and in the bar industry. And we would hang out, and this was the music we would listen to. And MTV would be on the TV at whatever house we were at, partying at after work. And you're 16 and you're hanging out with these adults, and they're treating you kind of like a kid, but then at the same time, you're allowed to do adult things because you've like done your time. They can tell that you're willing to to sweat on the floor, and you get in the weeds and you're dumping busing trays and switching out ashtrays and everything, and they're splitting tips with you at the end of the night, and it's these hot chicks and everything, and you're kind of, drinking beer and
I
smoking weed with
remember
them at their house. It was kind of cool. I have good memories of those times.
I remember having those kind of jobs. I remember that. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, it
Because
was.
you did feel more like an adult. You felt like you finally came of age.
Yeah.
I remember
Uh,
MTV when that first started. I remember I would every time I'd go to the TV, I'd press in 47 because that was on channel 47 on Arlington Telecable was MTV, and then that 47 stuck in my mind. And then I later met my friend Tom Renoni, and he said 47 is in every great movie and everything. It's in everything, and then he would show me 47's in Dirty Harry, 47's in A Clockwork Orange, all the movies that he. And then 47's in all these James Bond movies. And then, so 40
have,
now
have you
President
noticed that now?
47 is, huh?
Have you noticed that now? Like you see that more since you're more aware of it now?
Oh, yeah, I see 47. I use it all the time.
Huh.
Sometimes it offends people. But,
Wow.
but, okay, wait, what's going I have that issue. What am I even thinking about? But that's a great issue of Fantastic Four. Uh, So as of an hour ago, the USA is taking over the Gaza Strip. I heard
Is
him
that right?
talking about it, but well,
I
what
noticed there was a press conference that we've been missing, I think, with
I saw
Netanyahu.
the press conference when I was going to. What he was saying is it's completely destroyed. The buildings that still exist aren't safe to be in. They're shifting. He said it's a complete demolition site. The only reason they want to still be there is because they have nowhere else to go. He said we can get a nice part of Egypt or the other places and settle them there and build nice places for them to live. They don't need to be right in that spot that's completely destroyed, is what he was saying. So I don't know exactly. He was just talking about it. And then he met, while we've been on, he's talked to the prime minister of Israel, and he was going to have a press conference. So that's probably what we missed. What I saw wasn't a press conference. That's what we missed. What I saw, he was talking about it while he was signing executive orders,
Yeah,
and
no,
then
there was supposed to be a side-by-side press conference with the two of them at
oh,
different
okay.
podiums. Yeah,
Wow.
This is just unbelievable the amount of history that happens every day.
every
Uh,
day. And the thing is you can be away from it for an hour or two, and then come back, and something significant will have happened, or I'll get a text from my cousin or my buddy, and it will be like, "Dude, did you just see what happened?" Like, what?
I
I'm
mean,
like,
how?
huh? Just like
Yeah,
that. Okay, Mexico's going to do this. Mexico's going to, oh, Canada folded. You got to see that. It's like, what?
it's just like when they made him have a mugshot taken and he glared at that camera like I'm going to kill
Oh,
you.
dude, yeah.
They should have realized that's the guy that's going to become president,
Yeah, and
and
that's
he has
that's the
come in.
mode that he takes on when he's in that art of the deal mode. That's the face of leverage buyout, which is what he's been doing. It's the face of the leverage buyout. The tariffs. It's like, what are we tripping? What have we been screwing around for decades and decades? We hold all the cards. Why are we letting these people suckle off the teat and push us around? He's just doing common sense stuff, and it's hilarious. It's great. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's funny, and it's so weird that they're saying we can't let RFK. Our, Robert Kennedy was the absolute hero of liberals. How is it his son is now hated?
It's
I mean, I
hilarious.
just remember
He
Bobby
was a
Darin.
darling.
I love Bobby Darin, and I hate that damn Kevin Spacey tried to make a shitty movie about him. But
God
Bobby
is.
Darin was shattered by the assassination of Robert Kennedy, not Jr., Robert Kennedy, And
Yeah.
and that song, Abraham, Martin, and John. Remember that? All about the assassination of Bobby Kennedy. I mean, it's like now.
Yeah, he got really melancholy. Like you see his appearances, like when like you can watch him on YouTube when Bobby Darin would come on the Tonight Show. Everything he was real crestfallen, and he had made this turn now where he's not only he's wearing a leisure suit, but he's got some love beads on the outside of his turtleneck. He's growing his sideburns a little long. That's what was happening.
Yeah, they weren't they all. I love Bobby Darin. Imp says I need comic book bags and boards for cheap. Yeah, you and me both, especially Golden Age and magazine size. Yeah, I got $26 in my hand.
And
Well, um,
dude, we're getting dumped on. So there's a bunch of snow happening, like probably 45 minutes
oh,
away. But because we're like 1,000 feet in this, in this valley, we're just getting rain and sleet right now. But it's really dumping, and so there's like supposed to be 6 inches of snow in Tahoe tonight.
well, we're supposed to maybe get some ice tomorrow while I'm at work, and I got it. Yeah, so hopefully it won't be too bad because I got to drive in it. Not that far, but
I should be
anyway.
around here tomorrow.
Ice, ice,
Okay.
baby.
Yeah, but that's a different ice. Uh, yeah, fantastic.
Remember how those stores used to have, remember how you're talking about the homogenized milk, but the same stores also had big signs that it would say ice, guns, and ammo, fresh bait, right? At least
Oh,
here in California, a lot of the corner stores used to say ice because there would be ice
yeah,
available, in the machine, and then it would say guns and ammo, or it would say ammo. Yeah, because they
it
used to
did.
sell.
I don't remember
Yeah,
those signs in Texas.
here in California, it did in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, you could buy. There'd be a big sign that would say ammo, bait, ice. Yeah, because it would be,
Well,
well, it's because in California, there's like you're an hour or 2 hours away from places where you can go fishing or hunting or shooting.
oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was living in cities. I guess I was
Yeah.
living in
So
the country.
everybody, if you're going to stop at the store, sometimes one of their customer bases are people going hunting or fishing or partying, and they need to fill up their ice chest and buy some 22 ammo or some 30-06 to go plinking. A lot of times if it's on the outskirts of town, people just want to buy ammo just to go shoot stuff,
Yeah.
not even go hunting. In the old days.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, definitely keep that Libby Jones for me, Kevin, and
Holova.
I'll make an order at some point.
Holova.
Oh, I'm gonna get a box from Kevin tomorrow and one from Captain Strange Life tomorrow. So I might. I think my wife's gonna be working, so I'll do a stream tomorrow. Oh, what are you showing there? Oh,
Oh,
wow! Look at that. I don't have that issue of Batman.
I don't know. That's a nice issue.
Why were you bagging wizards before you bagged that? They must just fit it in the box that was on top.
These were already bagged, but they needed some new tape, so
Oh,
I
okay.
That's a
I
beautiful book.
I've been bagging. This is my oldest Batman issue.
Oh, okay.
It's a 15 center.
Yeah, that's another one I don't have. Imp says the Adrian Ballou, Tony Levine era of King Crimson is glorious. I don't know
Nice.
much about King Crimson. I don't. I'll listen to it though.
I had a buddy who was really into King Crimson at that time when I was in high school. And then a few years later, I think it was 88 or 89, maybe 87, we saw David Bowie on a tour at Shoreline Amphitheater, and Adrian Ballou played guitar for the concert. It was amazing. It was pretty cool. I think it
Hmm.
was 80. You probably know, Amsh. It was like they were doing like China Girl, and it was some special Bowie tour. He wasn't just promoting an album. He was doing like a retrospective. Like he did a bunch of old stuff, and Adrian Ballou played the whole concert with him.
What would you
I would
compare
have
King
loved to.
Crimson to?
I would have loved to
Meaning,
have seen Bowie in concert.
what does King Crimson sound like?
Um, maybe like Deep Purple, kind of.
Oh,
It's
okay,
kind
that's
of
what I
it's
figured.
kind of instrumental rock, I would say, sort of instrumental hard rock, maybe acid
Okay.
rock, maybe acid rock.
Okay.
Might
Didn't
be
he
the
wear makeup like Kiss? Sort of.
Friends. You're thinking of King Diamond, Matt.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
No, that's later. That's 1980s during the Satanic Panic era. No, King Crimson's what, about 1970 maybe?
Yeah, about the early 70s. And there was a member of King Crimson. I think his name is Robert Fripp. Is that right, Emsh? Is that the right name? Is it Robert Fripp? And I just learned about this band from my friend Lance in high school, who was heavy into them. And we used to buy records at this place called Recycled Records in Monterey. And it would be like hippies' old record collections that they would sell to this used record store. And so
Yeah.
the records were 10 or 15 and 20 years old, or right around there. So we were buying, records from the 60s and 70s for cheap in the 80s. And that's how we got on to stuff like King Crimson and Grand Funk Railroad, Deep
Yeah.
Purple, um, uh, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, so I was right about Robert Fripp.
Well, so I'm getting the
King
last Steve
Crimson was kind of
Ditko
Pink
issue.
Floyd like. They're kind of
Yeah.
like Pink Floyd. Yeah, that's how I would say it.
Yeah. I'm getting the last Steve Ditko issue of Spider-Man
Oh,
tomorrow.
oh,
And
nice.
then Kevin had some Spider-Mans available, but luckily he went home and realized, hey, I need because he's trying to build the early ones too. And he said, well, actually, I need some of these, but two of these are still. And I was like, "Woof," because those they were pretty expensive because they're the classic, issues, not issue 300. I mean, issue under issue 100. That's where his stuff is good. So but he still says that he's got the first Mary Jane issue, and the issue 100. So I'll get those two
Nice.
from the next time I make an order. And there's a Fantastic Four #2 facsimile coming out. There's Brave and the Bold #30, which I think it's #30 is the third appearance of Justice League of America. That's coming out soon.
Hmm.
There's some good stuff. It's I'm mainly interested in facsimiles. Oh, Kevin, I don't know if you can still hear that Marvel team up with the Hulk. That was one I
Yeah, I can
wanted
hear
to.
you.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm surprised you don't already have that one.
yeah. I don't know. I watch these other shows. Everyone says I've just completed my complete.
That's
Everyone's
the.
got
I think that
complete
might
runs
have.
of everything.
I think that might have John Bernhardt on the inside. That number 53. I have that issue. That
Uh huh. Early
I think.
John Bernhardt.
Yeah, I think that's early John Byrne when he was working on Marvel Team Up.
Okay. And what are these people talking about here? Okay. John Goris. I was once getting into an argument with someone. I insisted objectively that Zeppelin was bigger than Black Sabbath. My buddy wasn't convinced. I think as far as sales and yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
My wife says, "Hey, Kinball, I finally was able to pay the electric." Oh, he's talking to me. She's talking to me. What the hell? Hey, Kinball, I finally was able to pay the electric bill because they finally generated a bill, and I still had enough money to pay for it. I'll see if the city has generated a utilities bill. Okay, she's paying the bills. Uh, because that last electric bill, there was going to be an electric bill that was going to be scary, but maybe we dodged a bullet because when we didn't have the boiler working, we had 4 space heaters, and they said that's going to make your bill high. Imp says Bone Daddy looks like a dude I'd like to share brandy with. Says Imp. No, stop, Imp. You
Not
better
anymore.
stop. You bastard.
Hey,
Hey,
Bone Daddy will share Coke with you. Brandy is out of the question.
Coca-Cola, he means. Good grief. This is starting to.
Yeah,
Imsh being
Coca Cola.
mischievous. Imsh is
Yeah,
being mischievous.
I don't do
What
the
is
alcohol thing anymore.
okay? Well, what's great about this is by asking you how long it's been, we can realize how long Trump's been president. So that's been
That's
what, two
right.
weeks?
Been
Is
two
it
weeks
three
today.
weeks in a day or 2 weeks in a
Weeks.
day?
2 weeks.
15 days.
It's
15
only
days.
been 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
2 weeks. That's what I was saying. It's
yeah.
2 weeks. Today's Tuesday. He got sworn in 2 weeks ago.
These people
Yeah.
must be just blowing their minds. Must be they. What's the United States going to be like by summer?
I can't wait.
We'll have our June back. It won't be all rainbows. I better shut up.
That'd be
Uh,
great.
of course, Zeppelin is bigger than Phuket's cold. She's changing her mind here. Um, Pam Bondi has been confirmed.
Oh,
Uh, Tony Lamy is the riff. What are people
Tony
talking
Young.
about? Who the
I don't
hell is
know.
Tony Lamy? I
Oh, he
thought I
must be
knew.
a member of King Crimson.
Okay. Well, that's great. Now I've got a. He's that's what's wonderful is when people can turn you on to something. I've always heard of King Crimson, but I don't. It's like Nazareth. I think I know one song by them. It was. Did they do Love Hurts? Nazareth,
I
or
don't
is that?
You
know.
know, I can't remember.
I
I
had
can't
this
I
poster
can't think
with
of a
this.
song by Nazareth. I just remember the album covers, and then I had a friend in the army who had a giant back tattoo that was the cover of Nazareth, Hair of the Dog. And I just
That was a
remember,
great
I
color.
was like, "What is that on your back?" And he says, "That's Hair of the Dog, dude." And I'm all,
I have
"Hair
a
of the Dog."
poster that used to be on my bedroom
It was
wall. In
badass.
fact, I had to get that and put it up in the attic of this. I think it was also a heavy metal cover of the skeleton type warrior that was on a Nazareth cover. And I,
His tattoo looked like a heavy metal magazine cover. I was like,
yeah,
"Holy crap, that's badass."
yeah, man. What about Hawkwind? Am she into Hawkwind? Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Do you know Hawkwind, Bone Daddy?
No, I'm not familiar with them.
It's not
I'm
an
not familiar
L,
with
it's
them.
an I.
Is that a band?
Oh,
Is that what
Tony
you're talking about?
Iommi. Yeah, Hawkwind. It's Lemmy from Motorhead before he was Motorhead.
Oh,
Had
okay.
this band that was like a space. It was just like it was something else. Lemmy. Yeah, my friend Tom was good friends with Lemmy, and he said he spent every did he say New Year's Eve or every Christmas with Lemmy? And then I was reading that was Lemmy, whatever Lemmy was. I think that's his birthday. So I don't know what they were up to, but probably nothing good. Uh, Supertramp was a fun band. So yeah, different style band, but yeah, they
They were
were.
fine.
Yeah, there's a lot of great music, man. Uh,
I bought that album. I think it was a double album. It
I'm
was in
gonna.
our sophomore year, so it would have been, what is that, 1980, 1980, 81?
Uh,
I
Supertramp?
just remember buying that album. Like it wasn't, was it called Breakfast in America? But it was
yeah, with
like a double
Yeah.
album. It was live.
waitress
Got the
as
waitress,
the Statue of
got the
Liberty.
waitress on the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like no, I think it was a double live album. I can't remember, but I don't think
Uh,
it was Breakfast in America. I don't know. Anyway, I just remember
uh,
buying it.
That was a great
yeah.
album.
Everybody needs to. What is that?
Yeah,
Cleo, what is
had
the
a ton
name
of
of
good
the
songs.
guy on YouTube? There's a guy on YouTube that that makes his own music, and is it JMFM? Uh, I'm recording, or I would try. I'm recording this music. I can't. Does anyone have? Amp says Lex Interior from the Cramps was a big comic book collector, even owned original Wally Wood art. Yeah. My friend was friends with him too, But I turned my friend on to the Ramones and the Cramps, and then he went to L.A. and befriended them and made videos for the Ramones. But I was the guy that told him, "Hey, this is good music." Because before he'd say, "Oh, he would whatever you'd put on." He'd say, "Put on the Who." That's all he listened to is the Rolling Stones, the Who, Jimi Hendrix, and soundtrack music. And he wouldn't accept anything else. And I said, "No, you got to listen to the Ramones." Uh, yeah, he was a big. Yeah, he said that Lex was a good friend, but he thought Poison Ivy was a little standoffish, and I could understand, and why she would be standoffish to my friend, and but he was really good friends with Johnny Ramone. So Lemmy got his name because he was always hitting up people for money. Lemmy a fiver. Oh, interesting. I didn't know.
I didn't know that.
Whatever.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
funny.
I could tell you the story about how uh, Johnny Ramone gave Blondie its name, but I've told that story 15 times. So let's see.
When
Yeah,
I was younger, I always thought it was because Debbie Harry was blonde.
yeah. Well, that's probably what they want you to think. They don't want to say,
Yeah.
"Hey, we're named after Hitler's dog." Oh, really? Yeah, well, I don't know, man. What is that? I don't know if Cleo's still watching. I think it's. Does anyone have the ability to flick on YouTube and see if it's JMFM?
Yeah,
Jam.
I'll look right now. I can switch. I'm gonna check
See
right
if
now.
there's a guy named JMFM on YouTube. This guy's nuts.
Yes, there is.
Okay,
I see him.
we we're talking about David Bowie. If you look up his his parody of Suffragette City, I just can't even. I can't tell you the name. All of his songs are
I'm
all
looking. I'm looking at his videos. Where did you? How did you find this guy?
okay.
Oh, the King of Duncanville. Okay, that's how you found this guy. He's a
No,
Texas.
no, it really isn't. And I don't know if that's the same Duncanville. I don't know if he's from Texas. No, it's a long story how we found him. Okay, so there's a guy that's supposed to be like a millionaire lawyer. I think he's some kind of ex CIA something where he, knows Trump. But anyway, he's kind of this secret guy that never shows his face, and he
I
calls
already
himself.
subscribed to him. I'm already subscribed to this guy. Yeah.
Of course you are, because you probably looked at my playlist. And so, but anyway, his name is 107, and it's supposed to be a play on 107.
Uh-huh.
107. Anyway, he comes on and tells what is going to happen soon, and usually he's right. It's like he's an inside source of what's going to happen, and
Right.
so
David Nino Rodriguez.
David Nino has him on all the time, and he goes on other shows. But anyway, some lady started coming on YouTube, and she obviously was like a kind of a methed out lady living in a trailer, and she called herself 107. She just used the guy's name, and you would search for 107, and you get this lady, and she was crazy and funny, and she would play music and talk about music. And I think one time she talked about JMFM, and we tuned him in, and I haven't laughed so hard
Yes,
in
so
years.
I can tell what videos of him that I've viewed already. I'm looking at his videos and I'm already subscribed. And the only video that I've watched is the Suffragette City video that only has 9,000 views and it's from 7 years ago. This guy only has 600 subs. It's not like this guy's like big. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. I must have got this from you a year or two ago. That's why it's on.
I maybe told you about it. It's just I
Yeah,
wish I could say the name of it.
yeah. I can't say the name. I can't say
uh,
what legit
but
city.
but the F word is in the title of almost every one of his songs, and he's just like some guy that I guess he's just like does all the music and all the singing, and every so often he puts out an album that's brilliant. And
The
but
titles are hilarious.
JMFM, try looking him up.
Yeah,
Do
the
12
titles of
people.
the song titles are so funny.
Yeah, just the song titles are great. Hey, Ellen the cat, how are you doing? Uh, so we saw a mouse. My wife saw a mouse the other night, so we're counting on Alan. But we need to get. Now I was just at the supermarket, and there was a little. It's unbelievably cold. There's for some reason. Uh, it feels colder today than it did when it was below zero, and it's like in the 20. It's like I don't know,
You might be
31,
in an
28.
atmospheric river. It might be one of those atmospheric rivers. It could be.
Well,
That's what they
Well,
call
it
it.
just there's a lot of wind, but this little cat, the black cat, was just sitting right outside the door to the supermarket. I don't know if it's someone's cat or if it's one of the stray cats. And then there was another cat walking the park, but we need to get more cats in here. Uh, my wife says Oregon accumulator. She was naked. What are you talking about? Who's naked? The cat? What are you talking about? What is she talking about? She was naked. I think so. I don't know. I don't know what she's talking about. Um, but there's a girl in that Hawkwind that dances. That's Em says how horrible is Hollywood's life that he felt compelled to. I know he had kidney. He was a real bad alcoholic, and he was having eyesight problems, and he's an artist. So there's that. He never he was effed over by Marvel. He wasn't. He should. He was a big star. Stan Lee kind of didn't like that he stood up to Stan Lee, so he kind of tried to humiliate him because while he would said, if I'm writing the stories, I want credit for writing the stories. And so Stan Lee says, okay, we'll let you write the couple of issues of Daredevil, and then it's like, well, he, Mr. Wood wants to write these stories. Let's see how it is. And then it's like, well, that one didn't go over too well. Let's. He's kind of like saying all this sarcastic shit about it. But anyway, um, it, I don't know. He didn't like Wally Wood, but it might have just been because I don't know. He was. It's a shame, man, because he was one of the great artists. Um, yeah, I don't know. Plus, he's a World War II vet. God knows what he saw. Just no telling. But yeah, I don't know, man. Uh, my wife says I am, I
I
am, I am what I am.
am.
That when Popeye says I am what I am, that's actually like biblical, right? Isn't in the Bible say I am that I am, something like
I
that,
am.
something like that.
I
Oh
think
my
he.
God. Well, I don't know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. We saw two great collections tonight. It's been a million laughs. Uh, what time is it?
I think
7:42.
Popeye actually said "I am," like
I know
the
he says I am, but it's still
yam.
it doesn't say yam in the Bible. But
Oh no, no.
I'm a dork. I was thinking of Super Sister. Oh look, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. What are you guys even talking? What do you think they're talking about, Alan the cat?
Yam.
Uh, What are you sleeving now? Can we see what you're sleeving?
I'm still sleeving old Batmans.
Oh shit. Okay, you haven't been showing us.
No, you guys have been chatting. I could show you some more, but I mean,
Yeah,
I've been
okay. We're not entertaining the audience though. We just lost one viewer. We're down to 11.
yeah, I've been slabbing old bat or I've been boarding and bagging old Batmans.
Amazing. You got a lot of issues I don't have.
These are actually issues that I got ages ago, and these were in the bargain bin in the comic book store. I couldn't believe it. And granted, they're not in the best of shape, but holy moly, they're older. I think some of these are. Well, I mean, these are modern age, but they're still pretty good.
Well, I would say those are Bronze Age. I wouldn't call them modern age.
Yeah, bronze. That's what I meant to say.
Uh, oh, my wife says I found him through a lady impersonating 107. Right? Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, but yeah, he hasn't gotten the recognition he deserves as a true wonderful. See, you're into the era with Ernie Chan covers. Those are really good. Yeah, that's yeah, 1976 there. So funny. Yeah, we just rediscovered her last night. We I thought, what, or I don't know who was thinking it. We were thinking, what happened to that lady? And then we remembered about JMFM. Oh, Meyer got disconnected. I just realized he's not there anymore. I have that one. I have some of the ones you should be been showing here.
Some of these covers are really good.
Yeah, that, like I said, that's when Ernie Chan. Yeah, I bought that one. That was one of the first ones I bought. That's a little earlier. Yeah, that was a good time period for Batman.
Yeah, it was.
They hadn't. Okay, that's even older. You're going backwards in time. Big wind and storm happening. Oh, okay. Trump got all this water to California, and the people in California are saying, "What are we going to do with all this water? Trump's being mean to us."
Oh God, that's terrible. I think I showed this one right at the beginning. This is my earliest Batman.
Yeah, that's just Kevin's dog is the reincarnation of Curly Howard. Damn, it is cold out there, man. It is really cold. My God.
We've been experiencing some warmth here in Denver. I'm actually kind of surprised.
It's hit or miss with the guy, but he has some funny tunes, especially the earlier ones. Imp says, I think Bone Daddy has a secret stash of early police comics that he's not showing us. Myers says his bark sounds like he's counting to two. 1, 2.
One, two,
Woo woo. Woo
one,
woo. Woo
two.
woo 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 woo.
You seen
My
that one,
gosh.
Godfrey?
Huh?
You seen that one?
Yeah, yeah, I have that one. Joe Kubert. Greta Orloff says, John mentioned Supertramp, but I was thinking of a song by Super Sister. No, that's a different band. Trust me.
Super Sister.
I don't know. And 1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
It's just like Sesame Street here.
Whoa.
How about that one, Guthrie?
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know if I have that. I don't think I do. Man, that's good.
Yeah, I like this one. The artwork's really good on that one. Oh, damn. I've got cough really bad. Been coughing up a storm. I've got wheezing in my lungs. I'm not doing very well. I probably need to see the doctor.
That could be the well, I don't want to give you bad advice, but maybe that's the worst thing you could do is go to the doctor when everybody's really sick and then you just catch
Yeah.
something worse in the waiting room. But I mean, if you really feel like you're that it's bad, maybe.
Yeah. I always liked this version of Catwoman. Her costume was really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's the classic costume. It's just the
Yeah.
problem was really the problem with everything was the mid '80s. These people from England came over and they did some popular stuff like Watchmen, and and then the problem is DC decided, well, let's just write this stuff into the continuity, or no, I'm thinking of Dark Knight Returns. That wasn't a British thing, that was American, Frank Miller,
Yeah.
but they decided, well, let's just make Catwoman an ex-prostitute,
Yeah.
and then but they basically started making everything that take on the tone of Watchmen and with the darkness and everything,
Yeah. The grittiness of it.
yeah, and when you got these British people coming over that are Aleister Crowley, OTO, magic magician type people, and then they put all this weird shit into the comics, and then it's just not fun anymore. Okay, yeah, you can't listen to Gordon Lightfoot if you can read my mind without doing some serious introspection. It's not possible. Well, have I done a version of that yet? I'm planning to if I haven't. Uh, I was going to change the lyrics on that song. I might have to do another karaoke episode soon that no one will watch. Yeah. Well, I did I noticed you on Facebook. You found that yearbook with Buddy Holly. You must have found it on eBay.
I found it was actually a picture I found on I don't know, it was just on Google. I just Googled it
Oh yeah.
and found
That was,
found the picture.
yeah, I figured. I looked it up on eBay. Someone's trying to sell some of the yearbooks for two, three, 400, 700
Yeah.
for uh, different years. That was his senior year, the one I've got, the yearbook. I thought at first
There's
maybe you took screen grabs from the video, but yeah, then I realized, oh, that's not mine. That's got a different person's name on it.
yeah. They my ex-wife used to work with a lady whose grandmother went to high school with Roy Orbison,
Oh, that's
and
good.
I got to see she brought her yearbook in to the workplace, and I got to see Roy Orbison in his high school yearbook. That was really cool.
I wonder what he looked like when he was young,
He
because he
looked
always
just the
seemed to look
same.
old.
He had the dark glasses, but he obviously looked very nerdy, and he had short hair, like a crew cut kind of thing, and
Yeah,
he had, I don't know if he has eye problems and he had to wear tinted glasses like that, but he had tinted glasses in his
I've been
picture.
wearing I've been wearing sunglasses all over the place whenever I go into places with fluorescent light because it's been
Yeah.
driving me crazy.
Well,
But
some people have ocular issues, and so they need to wear sunglasses because of that. But I was thinking that he must have had that, you know, ever since he was younger, because he was pictured in his high school yearbook with glasses like that.
that's that's pretty cool that she had the yearbook.
It was kind of cool to be able to say I've seen Roy Orbison's high school yearbook.
Well,
Uh,
I thought I'll do an episode about music, but I think a lot of people just come here to see comic books. But I don't want this to be just a comic book channel, and I want to talk about other stuff, so I will.
I wonder if there's very many collectors who have, like musical collectibles like that. Like, I mean, obviously you have a yearbook that has that has Buddy Holly's picture in it. That's pretty damn cool. And pretty lucky that you were able to find that.
Yeah, yeah. She was asking about. I don't know what my mother's favorite song was. That's a good question. I know when she was older in the late '70s, she went out and actually bought the record of some George Burns cut of 45. I wish I was 18 again, and she bought that. But that was just kind of depressing that, she was really responding to what he was singing about. It was a real sad song. So no, that's the only song I know that my mom actually went out and purchased. And
I got kind of turned on to Buddy Holly just from a play that I saw. My ex-wife wanted to take me to go see the Buddy Holly story, and they did this play at a local theater, and I was really amazed. I didn't know anything about Buddy Holly at the time, and the play the people actually played instruments. I mean, it wasn't piped in music. They were actually playing their instruments, which I was kind of astounded with. But it was so creepy at the end. I didn't realize how how devastating it was. I mean, I'd heard, stories that he crashed his plane, but it didn't hit me until that play. I was like, wow.
huh, I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to run to the restroom. Let's see what these humans are saying here. Imp says, I own about 300 Beatles albums.
Oh
Okay, so
wow.
that means that you own a lot of ones from different countries or bootlegs, obviously. I want that little freak Freddie the Flute from Puffin Stuff. That's a music collectible I would like, says Meyer.
That would be cool.
My wife says She Was Naked by Super Sister. Okay. I don't know that song. Meyer says, I know that someone makes genie bottles. Someone on Etsy must make magic flutes. I bet they do. Now the I Dream of Genie bottle was an actual. I don't want to talk about.
Jim Beam.
Yeah, okay. Why am I? I don't want to talk about liquor right now, but yeah, it was some real thing that they
Yeah,
slightly modified, and so that actual bottle is from the '60s is collectible. But you already
I've
know
got
about
three of
that.
them. I've got three of them.
Okay, and they really do look like the genie bottle, huh?
They're the same shape, but they don't. They're not painted the same. But they're basically the same shape. There's one that it is exactly the same shape, and then there's another one same shape, but it has a handle on it, which is kind of unusual.
So, what do those bottles cost approximately now? And what are
I
they?
have no idea. I got them at the thrift store for like $5 each. Let me go grab them real quick. I'll show them to you.
Oh, okay. So he's got everything, man. We got music from the mall from Dawn of the Dead here on YouTube. Actually, that's not the. That's different kind of music there. Okay, so I think we're gonna get gypped this winter and not get some heavy snow. If it's gonna be this frickin' cold, we might as well get some snow out of it. But I don't know about that. All right.
All right. Here's the first one. It's not quite exact, but it is.
Oh yeah, that's pretty darn close, except for the handle.
Yeah,
It sure is.
got the handle, and then the lid is a little different. The lid isn't quite the same as the one, but this is basically the same
Yeah. What year
same
was?
thing.
Do you remember what year those are from?
I don't, and I'm looking on the bottle. I don't see any year on the label.
So it's
No, I
Jim
don't
Beam.
see.
It's what else does it say on the label? Is it a particular type of Jim Beam?
It just says Beam's Choice charcoal filtered, 86 proof, um, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, 8 years old.
This is all I've got. Is a blow up balloon.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Does it look like yours?
That's cool.
That's I've had this
That's
for
really
years.
cool. That's a balloon. That's like a blow up thing. That's
Yeah,
really
it's just
cool.
a blow up thing. Yeah, see.
How awesome is that? That's awesome.
Yeah, but you got the original bottle that the prop was made from.
This is the other one.
Okay, hold on. Let me embiggen you.
This one's a little more accurate. It doesn't have the handle. and the lid is a little more pointed. Let me show you the other one just for comparison. The lid is this brown one is a little more accurate to the TV show. I think they used this brown one for the prop.
Huh.
But yeah, it's kind of cool. This one doesn't have a label on it at all, but I've got another one just like
Gotcha.
this, and I've been real tempted to paint it to match the television show one. Some people have done that with theirs as they painted them, but you got to be really good with pinstriping. I mean, there's if you've ever looked real close at the original prop, there's some pinstripes on there that are just amazing. Just, I mean, whoever painted it did obviously did some automotive painting in their lifetime. Doing some pinstriping like that is pretty detailed work, and I especially now wouldn't be able to do that. But
Well, you'll be able to do that again soon. Is it starting to subside more?
yeah, it actually is. It is subsiding more, which is nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have a total of what, 3 of those things?
Yeah, 3 of them. I don't I just picked them up at the thrift store. I mean, I can imagine maybe they were only about $5 a piece at the most.
My wife says, I believe the creator of the actual bottle on the show sells some on eBay. Huh.
I
He'd
wouldn't
have to
doubt
be
it.
up there probably in his 90s. But that's
I wouldn't doubt it. Do you remember, Grantu? I think you were the one that was telling me about this. Um, Speaking of all these Batman comics, you were telling me something about this particular Batman comic that was actually worth something because it was done by McFarlane.
yeah, that's but you've got there were 2 printings of it. There's what you can look it up. There's a way to tell by the date or the ad on the back.
I think there's
But
3 printings.
actually, I think in the indicia, in the wait, hold on, Kevin's there. How do you
Show me
tell
the
if
front.
it's
There's 3 printings.
3 printings? Okay.
Yeah, let me
How
see
can
the
you
front of it.
tell? How can you tell which one is which?
Well, I think it tells you in the indicia, but he can tell by the cover if you show the cover again.
I'll pull it out. This is the cover, and
Show me
then
the bottom
something
corner.
about
Let me
the
see the
back.
bottom.
He needs to see the bottom corner.
That's the first print.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
What
No
is that?
good.
$100, $200? What is that?
Well, that guy had one today, but that was a book he kept.
Oh yeah.
He had a 9.4 slab, and it was worth like around 250, I think.
Oh, that's
Wow.
slabbed. Okay. Unslabbed, what does it sell for?
Maybe 150. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
And then what's interesting is after I found out about this, I went on eBay and checked out some other things, and apparently, this is a Mexican version. It's a small Mexican version,
oh,
Spanish version, whatever you want to call it.
Do you see the
well,
error on the? Do you see the error on it?
The error.
something about the length of the arm or something.
No, let me
on the
pull it up. What's the issue? What's the issue number?
on the Spanish one.
They probably
It's
all have it. What's the issue number on the American one?
The American one, the issue number is 423.
I'll show you the error. They all have it, all printings.
Program deals with a controversial subject. Interpretation. The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
I don't see anything that looks out of place, but
I'll show you. Once you see it, you'll never be able to unsee it.
okay.
I've seen it, but I've forgotten it. So I guess maybe.
All right. Camera on. All right. You ready? I'll show you if you want to make me big here.
I have.
See? They forgot to color that one piece. It was digitally colored.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, right there next to his face. I can see that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Is
not
the Mexican
obvious.
one like that too?
You can fix
Uh,
that with a highlighter.
it's hard to tell because it's such a smaller printing. It doesn't look like it has it. I don't know if you can see this.
Oh, maybe the Mexicans fixed it. Looks like they might have.
Yeah, they
Oh,
fixed it.
Viva Mexico. Man, they did it. They fixed it. So that may be worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars, the new improved
I
cover.
doubt it. It's in really bad. It's in really poor shape. It's not. It's not the best shape. I got it for a song. I mean, I didn't get it for very much. And then
The logos. You see the logo's different on it too.
what's that?
The logo's different too.
Yeah, the logo. It's got some more white
Well,
around it than.
that's kind of the 1989 movie logo, isn't it? Sort of. Doesn't it look more like the movie logo?
Well, it just
Some
has
Yeah.
extra white, thicker white around it.
maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Well,
But
it
then I.
is a cool cover, even if you hate McFarlane. I mean, I guess what you're seeing is the where kind of what would ultimately turn into Spawn.
Well, speaking of that, he did this issue of Spawn.
Oh, and he also made an action figure based on that Batman cover that was selling at Target. I never saw it, but
I like how he wrote his name on it too. How he signed it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like a 60s Batman logo. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that fairly well here, right there.
Yeah, your hands are a lot more steady. That's great. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they
very
are.
obvious. Before it was like minute third 8.0 earthquake in Colorado.
Yeah.
I shouldn't laugh
Oh.
about it, but I'm a bastard.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I still am. I'm still dealing with it, but it's not nearly as bad.
No, it is very improved, very obvious. It's great. I'm so
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You just got to eat Hostess Twinkies whenever you have the urge. No. So
Hostess
you made some
Twinkies,
good
huh?
friends though too. That's great. Oh my gosh.
Hostess Twinkies.
No, I'm joking.
Oh no, you are. That's funny though.
What was it? What was the other one's called? Hostess Ding Dongs.
I used to love, and I haven't seen them in the stores. I don't know if they discontinued them, but I used to love those things called Suzy Q's.
Susie Kids. I don't know if I've had those.
They were like chocolate cake sandwiches with the whipped cream in the middle and no icing or anything like that on it at all. But it's just cake and the whipped cream in the center. Oh my god, those things were good.
Uh,
I'm starting to do more of the later Batmans that were prominent during the '80s, the late '80s, early '90s.
I'm just a little autistic or something, but good. Yes. Well, I don't know. I think I have that cheeseburger syndrome. They used to call it Asperger's. I call it cheeseburgers. But now they say Asperger's isn't even a thing. But I don't know. I looked at the symptoms, the like checklist. It seems like I had almost all of them check marked. But But now they say it's not really even a thing.
Asperger's?
Yeah, well, but that seems to every collector seems to fit all the criteria of Asperger's. Almost everyone that collects, because you become very focused on one thing, that you're interested in, and
Sure.
but
Sure. I'll be right back.
all right, well, oh man. What's going to happen tomorrow? Well, Kevin, what's supposed to be big selling tomorrow? Tomorrow's comic book day. Is there any?
Are here to tell everything they know.
Tomorrow, I didn't see anything really good.
Uh,
This one, I'm gonna read this tonight. Hold on.
what is that?
Rockefellers.
Oh, okay. Is the is that the best cover?
It is. So it's the only cover. I
Oh, so
ignored the
like
other.
and you put one of those in my pile? That one with that zombie girl, or did you?
She's not a zombie.
Well, whatever. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. She's not a zombie. What is she supposed to be? An alien?
Kind of looks like she's all shredded up, but no, she's not like. Those aren't. I don't think those are wounds.
Oh, well, that looks cool.
Oh, cool! Look at this. Check this out. Here she is.
Yeah, that looks like a good book. So, but did you say you'd put one back for me of that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So next week is the week where the Detective Comics from 1940s coming out.
I don't think. I don't think so.
Okay.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I think the other thing to that is we don't want to fake.
But next week is when Fantastic Four #2 comes out.
Yeah.
You ordered that?
Uh-huh. They're doing #1 again too.
Why?
They might as well. That's selling better than other stuff.
Oh well, yeah, but they need to just keep going forward with Fantastic Four and reprint the whole thing. And they're doing. It seems like they're doing that with Justice League now. Now they're doing the third appearance of the Justice League. And
I would love to get a facsimile of the first Fantastic Four. I don't have anything like that.
well, that's what he just said. Do you still have copies of that, or did you sell out?
#1.
Yeah.
They sold out. That's why they're doing another printing
Oh,
of it.
okay. So he's going to be getting that in, Gary. He's just going to
Get some more of them.
They're doing a foil too.
oh boy.
They've
Well,
done quite a few parodies of that cover with different things I've seen before.
yeah, they've even done it on a Simpsons comic, I think.
Did they really? How cool is that?
I think they did.
Well, that's such an iconic cover, though. I mean, it's
You like this one? Look at this one. Look at all the text in this one. You like this one?
Yeah,
And I think every time that diamond, whether it be a good time or bad time,
No modern books have that much text.
were businesses that were open during COVID.
what was
So
your
that's like
first?
dire straight. The diamond thing isn't dire straight. It was way
I guess it's to make up for this double page that doesn't have any text. Is that my phone cutting out or yours?
I don't know. I don't hear cutting out, but I'm probably going to cut out here in the next few minutes. I go upstairs and
Yeah, me too. I still got to read this so I can.
yeah. Oh, you got to read that
I got 3
sci-fi,
books to read, and I got to finish this one too.
the magazine.
Look at this. That's that rip I told you. I ripped it with the resealable.
Oh, ouch.
I
Why?
laid it down on the sticky part of the.
Why does it? But there's nothing on the back cover. Why?
You never seen a cover like that?
Well, uh, maybe. Why is it blank though?
Saves time and money, maybe.
Well,
They don't have to pay an artist.
They pay a lot
anyway,
of artists. It's all one-page stories. Like,
I'm just saying they
see,
don't have to pay. They don't have to pay an artist for the back page.
there's 24 stories in this.
what's the,
There's Trump. Look at it. There's a newspaper article in it. Trump storms back.
huh,
Wow.
what is their slant on this? I'm sure it's anti-Trump.
Sometimes the sequel is much scarier than the first one. That's their slant.
Oh, please.
You know, I have a liberal friend on Facebook, and she was going off, going, "Oh my God, what? It's almost the end of the world. I can't believe that. You know, how are we going to survive the next 4 years?" And I'm just like, "Oh my God, calm down." She was just being all doom and gloom, and I was just like, "Wow, this gal is just going off the deep end."
I think, Imps, that there's going to be a. Seems like I saw somewhere they were doing a omnibus of Den stories, maybe somewhere. I don't know where I saw that. Talking about stuff from the ice cream truck, orange push-ups, and ice cream sandwiches. I don't think I ever bought anything from an ice cream truck, but I remember hearing them go by.
I always loved
My
the thing
history van
called
had
the Bomb
stink bombs, smoke bombs, garbage pail kids.
Oh, that's why Emsh is or Myers talking about that, because the comics I didn't even understand the comic is the ice cream truck guy. Man, okay. I've heard people say that's a good comic. I don't.
Yeah, here's the bag that did it. Look at that.
Ooh, oh, ouch. Yeah.
Wow.
Just had it laying down.
Did
Just put the comic
BCW
on
make
top.
those bags?
Huh?
Who was the manufacturer that makes these evil bags?
Or BCW. Look,
The Morris.
they even started imprinting their logo right there.
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna head on into the sunset, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll probably appear tomorrow night opening some packages. So
Good. It was nice hanging with you guys. Thank you.
yeah, nice. Thank you for coming on, Gary, and thanks, Kevin, for showing us those 2 new buys. And make sure you save that little digest girly magazine. And I'll if you guys want to come on tomorrow night, you're welcome to. And
All right.
I'm gonna head on out. Everybody, take care. Don't
Take
take
care.
See you guys.
don't take any wood nickels. Don't do anything to
Bye.
the